for providing food on our tables. Thank you for providing clothing. Thank you for helping us to take care of our bills. Thank you for providing transportation. Thank you for providing friends and loved ones who care about us. Thank you for showing up and showing off your love in every area of our lives. And so we truly say with hearts filled with gratitude, thank you for today. So as we stand in the middle of a new week, in the threshold, Lord, of a new day, we do not know what lie ahead of us, but we have the confidence that you have started a good work and you will continue to perform that good work in us, through us, and around us. We pause, Lord, in the midst of our thanks to ask for your healing mercies on Miss Curtis's son who was admitted to hospital last night. You are the great physician and you heal all manner of diseases. There are no impossibilities with you. And so, greater God, great physician, sympathizing Jesus, I pray that you will go by his bedside and you would administer your healing touch on his body. Heal him, Lord, and bring him back to his family again. And then there are amongst us various illnesses in our bodies, whatever they are. We pray that you'll speak a word, you would touch, you would look, just a look, and bring healing to us as well. Thank you for this 1 hour of respite. We say again, you are welcome in this space. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome again to Let's Talk. Now, one thing we can do and don't say a single word is what?
Smile.
Smile. Smile speak louder than words. So let's speak without words this morning as time captures this wordless picture. Let's see. We are speaking without words. Kyle, can you capture that picture, what it looks like to speak without words?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it.
Good. Isn't it beautiful to speak without words?
Oh, yes.
Did you feel it?
Yes.
Where did you feel that? Where did you feel that, Eunice? I hear you. Where did you feel it?
In my whole face. In my
The whole face felt it. Well, you know, we demand a lot of other people, but we are to be the person you want others to be. Be the person you want others to be. That is something for us to reflect on, think of. You know, you want someone else to be kind to you. Are you kind?
Be kind to people.
You want somebody else to be loving to you. Are you loving? You want somebody else to be sympathetic to you. Are you sympathetic? Be the person you want others to be. Because Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, God promised his people, he says, for I know the plans I have for you. And that you put your own name in there. For I know the plans I have for. That's right. Declares. Who is saying these words?
The Lord.
The
Yes.
Lord is
The
saying
Lord.
that he knows the plans. He said, these plans are to prosper
Prosper
you.
me.
And
You.
prosper does not necessarily always have to mean money. Prosperity could be what?
Good health.
Good
Good
health.
health. Boy, that's the
Yep.
bigger than any money, right?
Yes,
Have all
yes,
the
Yep.
money in the
yes.
world and you don't have
Yes.
good health, you're still in problems. Prosperity could be what else?
Mm.
Looking like what?
Family.
Family. Have family. Supportive family.
Yes.
Prosperity could mean what?
Love.
Love. Food on your table, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a choice of meals, what to eat, choice of what to wear. That's prosperity. So he says, I have plans to prosper who?
Prosper
Me.
me.
Who's me?
Eunice.
Well.
All right, your name. He said, those plans not only to prosper you and not to harm
To
you.
harm Eunice.
It's Satan who sends these adversities our way. Plans to give us what?
Hope
Hope
Oh,
for the future.
and
Future.
that is beautiful. So God has a plan for your life. He has a plan for my life. And with that in mind, have you been observing all the blessings he's been pouring on you? The prosperities all around? What are your God sightings that you want to jump out of your seat and share with us this morning before? Because I have a million. I like to hear from you. Anybody getting started before me? I know Jenalyn has one.
All right. I put it in context. You see, usually we say that when God turns up, when God shows up, when it is manifested in his action, then we say that builds my faith. But then I was listening to something and it says, that's not faith. When you wait until it happens and then when God shows up, you say, it strengthens my faith that way or so you have faith. Faith is the believing in something that you cannot see.
Right.
So if you don't see it and you really believe that God is going to do it, that's faith. So when they told me this morning, everybody was saying the light is going to go up. Greater Portman will not have any light from 9 o'clock. And then I was telling Blanche it looked like I wouldn't come on. And then I said, no need I get ready because everybody talk about it. So I got ready. I had everything ready. And I'm waiting and waiting. And I said, 9 is gone, no light. Until now, the light is still here. So
God
no,
is
that you just explained to me. That is faith.
Yes.
That is faith.
Believing before.
All right. Power stayed on when you thought it should be off. That's
Yes.
a God sighting. Anybody else eager to share?
I thank God for the rain, the weather cooled down. We have the hot sun. I thought we could have hot sun going straight into the winter part, but we have some showers of blessings this morning.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I put my plans out to catch some of that blessing, and then I bring them back in. So I thank God for the rain. I love the rain anyway.
We
Right.
need some. It's so dry here. Anybody else?
I
I love the rain, but what happened? I love the rain, but when I walk out my house, I walk in water because the water from the road come into
Yeah.
into my
Oh,
That's one drawback.
I love the rain because I need the rain for my plants and stuff, In that way, I don't like it like that.
okay. You have a little flooding issue there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Eunice, what you popping out of your seat to share?
I am thanking God because of that hurricane that passed through
Mhm.
straight across Orlando last week. I'm thanking God that
Yes.
no damage was done to our property. Yes, a tree in the backyard rooted up, and my flowers, I had to go through my flowers garden because I had to take out somewhere, turn over. But I'm thanking God we lost nothing else. No property, no roof, no fencing. I'm just giving God
That's right. Thank the
this
Lord.
morning for that.
Thank the Lord.
Amen.
Yes.
Anybody else eager to share your God sighting? Okay, mine may seem simple to you, but it struck me this morning as I pulled back my blinds and I looked outside that every flower tree, roses and all the others I planted, despite the heat and now we are cooling down, everyone is blooming. And all I could say, and I pulled back, look at God and all your blaze of colors of pinks and reds and purples. It was just beautiful to look because I expect everything to start looking brown. And instead, they are blossoming, and I don't call them fall flowers. So I said, gee, yes, that is a God sighting.
Yeah.
What's in the news? Today is National Dictionary Day.
Wow.
What you think that should mean for you?
Learn some new words.
Learn a new word. That's right. Learn a new word. And don't just use it. It does not make sense. Learning a new word, you're not using it. So find a word in the big wide dictionary from A to Z. There is a word in there that you can learn and you can use to increase your vocabulary. So I want to hear that new word next week when you say it, because you need, the more we say the word, the more you're going to remember it. So choose a word from the dictionary that will help to increase your vocabulary. That's part of your project. Everybody could do that. Learn a new word. Today is also take your parents to lunch day. Take your parents to lunch day. So you may have to send that out to your sons or your daughter and let them know. They're going to all say, but we not living with you. We don't live near to you. Tell them, send the what?
Money.
Money.
Money or what else they could do.
Send me a note, send me a thought.
No, we don't want the note or thought. We want the lunch.
You want the lunch?
Yes, so what else they can do?
Have it delivered.
Have it delivered. There are many delivery services that, all right, Kyle listening. Good. One of my sons listening. So, okay. So this is take your parents to lunch day. What else is happening? We just heard from Eunice. I just want to show you, if you have not been following what devastation looks like, and then we will shout out many more God sightings. Do you have one picture to show what one part of Florida experienced from Hurricane Milton? And we have parts of Florida still without electricity, still underwater. This storm didn't only bring wind and rain, it brought tornadoes.
Flooding.
Tornadoes. And tornadoes are, I live in Tornado Alley. Tornadoes will flatten everything. It's not just to take a roof, it take the whole house. And so our hearts go out to those, I think North Carolina as well. They got a severe beating because prior to this was Hurricane Helene.
Yes.
And before they could, head up above water, there came Milton again, massive destruction. So we talking about that song, Thank You for Today. We should be singing that for the rest of today in our lives. Because look, some people, no homes, no schools, no job, no cars, all underwater, all destroyed. So our hearts go out to them. Any families? Do you have any families who experience loss there in Florida?
No.
No. So thank you for today. These are blessings. We have to count them. Don't take it for granted. Another spotlight in the news is yesterday, 2 new pandas from China arrived in the in the U.S. in Washington at the
Arrived in style.
Yes, they came on their own
Yeah.
plane and they were saying how they were fed the sugar cane and the bamboo shoots. And I mean, because did you know China is the only country that has panda bears? The country. And so this is like an ambassador type thing they're doing. They choose who they want to share their pandas with. So those pandas are lent to the US for 10 years.
Oh.
10 years are lent to, so we don't act right with China, they pull the pandas back. Yeah, they do hold these pandas, So yeah, beautiful pandas, and of course, they have to go through a battery of tests and so forth. So hopefully in January, if you visit that zoo, you'll be able to see those beautiful new pandas. Today, you may notice also wherever you are, the temperatures are a bit cool. I woke up this morning to mid-30s. In fact, frost is expected tomorrow. What's happening there, Althea?
Chicago has been chilly the last couple of days. We didn't get the frost, but some of our surrounding areas got frost. So we're right now, our high is supposed to be, I think, in the 40s, low 50s for today.
Yeah, yes. As in the high 50s today, the rest of the week 60s. So yeah, we are definitely in the fall season here. And even in the Bahamas, you say you're cooling down a tad bit.
Yes, ma'am.
What about Jamaica? I don't see any big towel out, so you must be cooling down a little. I talk too quickly. It's not dropped a bit.
Yes, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And it's slightly overcast, but the type of house, the slab roof, holds the heat.
Holds the heat. Yes. Okay, so everybody is feeling a little, chill in the air, especially if you don't feel in the day, early in the mornings or in the nights, the temperature drops. So yes, it's getting cooler, much cooler. Let's see what else is happening. Well, today is also National Hispanic Heritage Month. Not only today, it is National Hispanic Heritage Month. We are going to talk more on this next week. But I want you to be aware that this month, from October 15th to November 15th, is National Hispanic Heritage Month. And we want to also pay tribute to them. So the other part of your project, other than learning a new word and using it, is make a Spanish dish. Make a Hispanic dish. Send me the picture of your dish. All right. What else is happening this month? This month is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Now, this is why I ask you if you are purple to wear. That is the color for Domestic Violence Month, purple. And this was amazing when I read up a little bit on this, that domestic violence of women in the US is, listen to these statistics, more common. You heard, domestic violence is more common here in the US than automobile accidents, muggings, and cancer deaths combined. When you put the three of them together, automobile accidents, muggings, and cancer deaths combined, domestic violence tops them all. That is so sad. So
It is.
sad.
It is.
So if you have been, if you know of any woman who is suffering from domestic violence, please reach out to them and let them know there is help. Women long ago suffered in silence.
Silence, yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do, and no woman should have to stay in an abusive relationship. No woman have to stay in an abusive relationship. And remember, domestic violence is not just talking about physical,
mental,
emotional. Many women suffer emotional domestic violence and take it for granted. People calling you every other name than your name. That's emotional abuse. And if you have daughters or whoever, do not encourage them to stay in any type of domestic violence. And there is help outside. They don't have to suffer. We don't have to suffer. That era is past. We can help ourselves. Okay, it's also why most of us, if not all of us, are wearing pink, because it's what?
Breast cancer.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And before I go through again some of the risk factors, I want to encourage us again to have your mammogram. Have your mammogram. Get screened. Have your mammogram. Can I say it again? Please go and have your mammogram. You've never had it, go and have it. All right, now let's look at some factors that are likely to cause breast cancer. Likely to cause. It doesn't necessarily say it does. One is age. Women 55 or older are more likely to have breast cancer. It doesn't mean before 55 you don't. That is not what it's saying. These are just some risks. 55 or older, breast cancer, family history. If you have a close relative in your family who has had breast cancer, you really need to take care of having your screenings done because your risk increase because of your family history. Another factor is genetics. These inherited mutations that happen in our bodies can be a risk or cause for breast cancer. Another factor is menstrual history and menopause. And this is interesting. Girls whose menstrual cycle starts before their age 12 are more at risk, says studies, for breast cancer. And those women who have a late menopause, this may also lead to an increased chance of breast cancer. And then we have breast tissue density. So dense breast tissue, when women go to have their mammogram, it makes it harder to detect cancer on the mammogram and increases your risk. And final but not last is radiation therapy. When you receive radiation therapy to the chest before age 30, this also increases your risk of getting breast cancer. So what can we do to help ourselves? Get screened. What did I say?
Get screened.
Get your mammogram. Get screened. Reduce your health risk by making choices about what you eat. Try to eat healthy. Try to drink lots of water and to stay away from any beverages, alcohol, and so forth. Watch what you're exposed to. So if your work environment, has things that they say will cause cancer. Maybe you need to change your job for health and life reasons. So try to live a healthy life as far as possible. All we could do is try, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's die
Yeah.
trying. What about that part?
Try.
But try. Don't just put your hand up and lay back and whatever comes. Try. Now, I went to Dubai. I was thinking about that on my return. I said, it's amazing what God does with your life. Because if somebody had told me I would go there, even when my husband was alive, we would plan trips. It would never have been that side of the world. It would have been elsewhere. And so to have gone there is a God thing for me, a God thing. Had nothing to do with it. It was just a God thing. And it so happens, again, I was talking with my sister-in-law while there, how God orchestrates our lives. He is ill. And his daughter, she's married, 2 girls. She's adventurous. So they just went to work at an American school there in Dubai. And her father is now ill. And she sent for them, and they are living the best life ever in their senior years. I was so pleased to see him. The care is 100% excellent. Excellent. I wouldn't have wanted him no place else because he has care. They have a Filipino lady who's a nurse who comes in to help to take care of him. And I thought that was so, so, so beautiful and touching to reconnect with him, if never more on this earth. That alone was a blessing why the Lord took me there. Now, Dubai, where's Dubai, by the way?
The East.
Middle East somewhere.
The Middle East, yes. In the Middle East, it's in West Asia. Dubai is in West Asia. Before I show you some highlights, Dubai is in West Asia, and it's composed of 7 emirates. Emirates are like what we would say states. We have states, they have emirates. Abu Dubai is the capital. Islam is the official language, but English is spoken just about by everyone. Everybody speaks English. Their currency is the dirham. It is $1 American is valued 3.66 dirhams. The men, they wear a white kandura, and you'll see them. It's everywhere. You can't miss them. They're everywhere. And their language is Arabic. That's Arabic, but that's the official language. But English is the most spoken language there. The women wear a abaya. Abaya is black. The women wear the black and the men wear the white. Alcohol there in Dubai is served only in hotel restaurants and bars. If you go to nightclubs, they are permitted to sell alcohol. Only specific supermarkets can sell alcohol, but they are sold in a separate section of the supermarket. You just don't go on the shelf and pick it up. They are Muslims, so pork. Muslims do not eat pork. But pork is sold in specific supermarkets and special areas. It is illegal to be intoxicated in public places. So please, yes, illegal. And it's also illegal to drive any motor vehicle with even a trace of alcohol in your blood. So that's a little bit about Dubai. They have what is called the old Dubai, the new Dubai, because after I'd read up about all these restrictions on dressing and so forth, because tourism is such a major industry there now, The new Dubai, the tourists go in and we can wear shorts and you still be respectful of their culture, but you can wear your shorts and so forth in certain areas and places. But the old Dubai, as women, you need to cover up. So let me give you a snapshot, okay, of what happened. Kyle, see if you could pause some of it because I want to tell them what's happening. This is, now they have the most beautiful architectural buildings. It was, wow, the different shapes and sizes of those high-rise buildings was something to look at. That in itself was a wonder. Beautiful, beautiful architecture, beautiful. I mean, and they go hundreds of stories up. Beautiful. This was, hold that right there. Go back to that. This was
right there.
Breakfast at our hotel. Breakfast, they had a salad bar. I just remember saying that I don't eat out much. Maybe you can enlighten me. I never seen a breakfast at a salad bar. I had to take a picture of that. So along with the oats and all the other Arabic dishes that they had, you can actually have salad. I thought that was cool. I had salad every morning, Andrea. And there, this caught my eye. I thought this was so beautiful. This is called a miracle garden. Wow. And when we visited there, I say, truly, I see why they name it Miracle. Yeah. They have this beautiful floral garden growing because it's a desert. Dubai is a desert place. And it's very hot. Even when we went, it was hot. Look at that. Look at that. This is the Miracle Garden. You don't see one brown leaf. Everything looks so green and fresh and artistically carved. I said, wow, look at, I couldn't stop. Wow. Look, I mean, you know, I'm sweating, but just look at that peacock of flowers. That's flowers, you know, look at the animal shaped flowers. Disney World has some carving, something like that. I mean, I thought that was out of this world, a miracle garden in a desert. Beautiful. And then one day we went, this is in the desert. This is in the night. You're going to see what we did before this. They have a spread in the night. You have all these tables under a lot of light and a little music, and you have the entertainment where we are given some Arabic type food. I thought it was bland, but yes, you were able to choose. So the entertainment was they had all this fire dancing, and they had dancing with lights, skirts with lights, and that was the food. This was the entertainment there. And we sit on bean bags. Of course, I can't get up, so I had to get a chair because I can't sit low like that again. So yes, so this was the entertainment after the day's activity out there in the desert. It was, now this is amazing. These little bikes are seen on now they have those 7-8 lane highways. And I must tell you, they could speed. Jamaica, you think you drive bad and make me scared and heart attack? You go to Dubai. I wonder, my heart is still here. My son drove, so my heart was even further in my feet. But because they are not polite drivers. You have to be very forceful and drive. If you go in and cut them off, go. Don't be blinking and think they're going to pull back for you. No way, Jose. You just go. So they beat Jamaica with the driving. I mean, they just cut in and out and go whizzing. And they will honk you. They will blow you. So I definitely couldn't drive there. Now, these motorbikes are their delivery, food delivery. So instead of our Uber Eats and all the other ways we have to get food that we will get some in the US today, they use these bikes that they will place their orders, and these bikes are speeding in and through amongst these cars, carrying their delivery to where they need to go. I thought that was fascinating, their delivery by bikes. This is the American school where my niece works. And in this room, they have the flags representing all the countries of the children who attend that school. I think they 86, 87 countries or so children attend that school. I asked if there were any Bahamian children there. No. I asked if there were any Jamaican children there. No. But they had children from about 80 different countries. This is, I told you, their architecture, their structure is something out of this world, that alone. And this is one of the malls we went to. Very beautiful. Everything is clean, whistle clean. Everything is clean and orderly, and many cultures going in and out. Lots of tourists from all over the world. You see there, it is really something to see. This is just one of the malls. See those buildings again, because I have to keep it with something. Okay, the beginning of that day, go back to that picture. Go back to the previous one, please. This is now when we are going into the desert on a desert safari. And this is the shop we stopped at first. And, you know, everybody trying to sell you something. We need these. Remember the men, they wear the kandura, and the women wear the abaya. Now that head wrap is the hijab. Now that's my tie-dye shirt I bought from. That has nothing to do with them. But that is the wrap, the hijab. You're going to see me in my abaya. But yes, that's my grandson. He is, they dressed him in his kandura. We're going to need this for the mosque. So we did purchase those. So that's just a store. Okay, what else we have? So now here in the desert, we went to the quad biking. These quad bikes, all that is desert. Go back to the quad bike, please. All that is desert. Go back for me, please. All that is, look at how the desert looks. Red light, I'm saying it, you know, up front. And you rent these bikes and you ride up these dunes, and everybody whizzing around riding. And of course, I drove my own. That's getting brave. And I teach you all about courage, courage. Look at it. Yeah, riding my quad bike, you know, and there's the family going around. Okay, what else on that day? And then, so here we are in the desert again, and let's take some pictures there on top of those. And then we went for the camel ride. We went for the camel ride. I tell you, me and my granddaughter were on that middle camel, and we had to get on before Melanie did, and that camel's mouth seemed to be right there. I was so scared trying to get on. Man, when you get, because it's lying down for you to get on, and when he says, hold on, hold on, hold on, and the camel gets up on his 4 feet first. So there you go, way up in there, woo! And then it gets up on its back legs. My goodness, that was a little scary. Yes, so there was the camel ride. Now, this is why we needed the abaya and the kandura, because to visit the mosque, you have to be wearing these. Either buy it or they give it to you when you reach there and dress you. You cannot go into the mosque in your shorts or regular pants or so forth. You have to dress like that. Cover your head and just cover yourself up. So this is where what we bought This is what, and the mosque is like a wonder of the world to behold, to see what God gave people a mind to create a structure like that. Man created that. That tells you what God can do with these minds. Beautiful. Now there I am in my abaya. That's my abaya. And that is in the mall of the mosque. The mosque also has a mall all of its own where you can go and shop. I mean, it's a whole thing all to itself. Let's see if I have some more pictures of the mosque. Again, that's a part of the mosque. There it is. Took a video of, it's really something to see. It's really, really something to see. Okay, and let's see if I am showing some pictures of what inside that mosque looks like. Okay, that's inside the mosque as we go in. You know, those chandeliers and the walls and the floors and, ah, boy, I tell you, that
Wow.
was
That's lovely.
something to see, something to see, as hundreds of people are passing through and viewing. That's the mosque again, on the outside, in that area there. It's really, really something to see, really. Again, that's the family at the mosque. Now, we went, there's go back for us, please. This is the market. Went to the market. This is also, even the way they arrange their vegetables and fruits is something to say, wow. So these are some of the greens of just one of the stalls there that they are selling there in that food. And then look at this, the fruits. This is just one of the way they arrange it is so picturesque, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw sugar apple. I saw sugar apple, Cash. Bought sugar apple because I haven't eaten that in years. What you all call in Jamaica, sweet stuff. So now the sugar cane looked like a little bamboo. I don't know what I understand they make juice out of that. But yeah, I saw sugar apple. This is how it looks. Each stall, I would call it, has it set up like that. And then all the vendors are coming and trying, pass. You want to taste, and they'll cut the mango for you to taste, or they'll cut the orange for you to taste, or the peach for you to taste, so you can taste. I thought that was great. And they have one part of the market, the fish market. So I had to take those sharks, selling sharks too. Yeah, they have the fish market. Okay, we went, that's my sister-in-law, and I went on a bus tour of the city, and then we stopped and just browsing at some of the stuff they were selling there in that area.
Wow.
Okay, again, this is my son and I on top of the sand dune. There in the desert again on the quad bike. All right, so there are some highlights of my trip to Dubai. Many more pictures, but I just went through and select some so you get a snippet, Would I say visit Dubai? Yes. Would I go back? Yes.
Let's talk about a trip.
Go on, let's plan.
Yes.
And it's not as expensive as you think it is. I need to say that, because when you hear that, you think, oh, no, it's not, let's say about $1,200, and maybe peak season, you could fly there. Okay, and the hotel, at least where we stayed, it wasn't bad at all. Especially, but you just plan, everything takes planning. So and talking about going to Dubai, in the hotel, Cash and Andrea, I met a group of Bahamians.
Really?
I heard our accent. And my son said, Mommy, some Bahamians in this hotel, you know. And I went the next morning to breakfast. He said, I saw them in the t-shirts. And the next morning I heard the talk and I got up from my breakfast and I went to them and spoke with them. So there were 13 of them.
Oh, wow.
And I say, what is it? They say, just vacationing. That's what we need to do. Don't have to be a reason, right?
Yeah.
Just vacation.
Oh, wow.
13 of them were there in that hotel. Yeah, I met some Bahamians there. You know, we'll throw a suit to go where we need to go. Hey, if we need to teach the others that, yeah. Yeah.
You
So
talk about
yeah, when I go back, as I
what's
said,
that?
yes.
That's partner?
Yes, that's what y'all
Yes.
call it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
y'all
what
call
we
it
do.
partner? Yes, yes. Bahamians are good at throwing that to accumulate money for what they want.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're very, very good at that. I mean, good at that. The flight is long. We drove from where we live here in Huntsville to Atlanta. That would be 4 hours driving. And then from Atlanta to Washington was an hour and 45 minutes. From Washington to Newark was an hour and 20 minutes. And then from Newark to Dubai was 13 hours and 20 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
that's
combine all the hours is about 16 hours about in the air.
Ooh.
16 hours in the air.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh,
So I'm
Lord.
sure you're not going there.
With three, well, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 2 legs of the journey. Yeah.
Wow.
But it wasn't bad. You know, when you pray and ask for God's covering, you didn't have bad weather. That is what I like in
Thank
flying,
God for that.
bad weather.
Yeah.
Coming back, you had a few bumps, but I've been in worse flying weather. So no, it's just your legs get so cramped because I can't afford for his class to stretch out. You know, you're really, really cramped. But I wear compression stocking, you know, keep your legs from swelling. Wasn't bad, and they feed you. You feed 3 meals. May not be what you want, but 3 hot meals. You get 3 meals and you get snacks and you watch video, you watch movie, they dim the lights, they give you a blanket, they give you a neck rest, and you sleep. So think about that trip to Dubai. It's to experience another culture. And I tell you what, I have gone places here in the US where I felt my blackness. You understand what I'm saying? Like sort of
Just relax
almost
over
out of place.
Yeah.
You know, felt like you're the only peas in the rice. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But there, despite the Pakistanians or whatever you call them, the Indians and the Mosque, you just felt you
just was blending.
you just normal, you know. And I'm not saying there's no crime there and stuff, but I didn't have to keep my voice with the sweat holding on to it for their life. I didn't feel that way. That's me. I'm giving I didn't feel that way, you know, that I have to be furtively.
Looking wrong and wrong.
Yeah, yes. I didn't feel that. I felt safe and I felt comfortable.
Great.
And while we plan, the best time to go is in November when it's cooler. And now they're going to have a cultural exhibition from countries from around the world. Will be meeting in a space showing their crafts and foods and stuff, I think, for the whole month of November. I love things like that. So it would take days to go through something like that. Yeah. Any other questions? I think I may be able to answer. I'm no expert on Dubai. Oh, and I had my I asked her to make sure, ask my niece, I said, I need a massage because I know that side of the world supposed to have a good. Yeah. So and the thing is, I mean, it was so convenient. That's what keep coming to mind. They could, just as we could order food and whatever you need, they just order stuff. They don't have to go out to the food store and stuff if it's hard, and just order and they deliver stuff. So massage people came to the house. 2 of them went in my sister-in-law's bedroom and they sat up and me and her lay down and had our massage. And then another set came. I had my pedicure and manicure done right at home. See, I like things like that because I'm not really sometimes a going out person. I like you come into my, so yeah. So to have things come into your space that you like and make you comfortable, I like that. And I say, y'all experiencing heaven on earth. Just make sure your soul right, because you ain't want better than this.
That's it.
Yeah, you ain't want
right
better
there.
than this. Yeah,
That's it.
I told them, y'all ain't want better. They really are living comfortably. I was very, very pleased to see my family in such comfort. I said to my sister, you never dream, huh? You would have maid and all this. Never. But wait on the Lord and it shall come to pass if it's His will for you. Anything else before we close? That's my trip in a nutshell. It was good.
And
Eunice?
I would like to go just for the fruits and vegetables.
It's an assortment, yes.
They look so
Whatever
good.
you could think of, especially because they're bringing them from all the countries around.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was good.
Look,
So get to planning. Jenilyn will coordinate that. Get to planning.
Me.
Get to
I'm
planning.
blank.
And remember,
I
I'm
know
a
this.
voice. Go
I
on.
noticed where you had the delivery bikes.
Uh-huh.
Since COVID, we have a lot of delivery bikes.
You have that too.
Yes, delivery bikes. Since
Oh,
COVID.
it's still, you still
Yes,
have
it's still
it.
on. Many companies have taken it on. And they will not only deliver food, but they will deliver anything to you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I thought that was so unique. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Yeah. Because when you're driving on the highway, you have to be looking out for them because they don't look like they're looking out for you.
So you can imagine in Jamaica.
Same thing.
In and out, in and out. Yeah. That was something. In and out. Yes.
Hurry to deliver.
Okay. Yeah. So again, thank you for joining us on Let's Talk. And remember to count your blessings. See what God has done.
Thank you for the trip to Dubai.
Yes, thank you.
When upon the billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done.
Hey, thank you for joining me on Let's Talk again this morning. Remember to go to our YouTube channel, give a thumbs up, give a positive review, and remember, count your many blessings and see what God has done.
Thank you
Bye.
very much.
Thank you.